Good afternoon. Welcome to Belmont. My name is Mr. Bird, and today I'm going to take you through a user's guide to SOCS and the school sports website. The reason that we've moved to this platform is it allows us to update information live, day to day as it happens. So if there's any changes to fixtures or teams or anything like that, you have a totally live information feed that will always give you the very latest data and information about what's happening with your son or daughter. Today we're going to go through the desktop version to start, and then we'll move on to the mobile opportunities that you can have as well. From the Belmont homepage, if you click on Sport, you will come through to this page here, and Fixtures and Results. Now this takes you into the actual platform, the SOCS platform, which, as you can see, we share with Mill Hill, and that has a number of benefits, especially if you've got children across the foundation, because you'll be able to look at all of the different fixtures and team sheets that are going on. And from here you'll be able to get all the information that you require, whether it be a team sheet, whether it's a venue and location, whether it's a pick-up or collection time, whether it's Saturday fixtures and what time they need to be and where they need to be. So from here, if you click on the sports calendar, you'll be taken through to a month view of the different fixtures and events that we have going on. Remember, this is purely for sport. So for example, if we have a look at tomorrow's fixtures, because there aren't any today, you'll notice that there are cross-country and fives fixtures. So for example, I know the cross-country is the Bedfordia, the under 13A for boys and girls, and here we'll give you a brief information. If you click on more fixture details, then you'll have the date, times, where the actual venue is. If you clicked on the small logo there, it will actually give you an exact, precise location of where the fixture is as well. It gives you the timings for the pupils, and it also gives you the different transport details. You'll notice that actually the team sheet button is under here, and I'll come to that very briefly. But what I really want to encourage you to do is not just use this website yourselves, but encourage your children, your sons and daughters, to do the same, because it gives them all of the different information that they need. We regularly have pupils coming up to us asking us what time's the meet, what time do we have lunch, where do we get changed, etc, etc. All of this information is available to them. Now, whilst they may not be able to access this during school hours, they could certainly do it at home or on the way to school in the mornings possibly. So in terms of how do you know if your son or daughter's playing, first thing you need to do, we'll just come out of this details page. You'll see the small icon here. That is available via team sheet. You can go in this way, or alternatively, if you're just on the page here, you know that they're involved, we come to the team sheet and it gives all of the information again. And you can see that this lists the particular individuals, the pupils that are involved in the event, and again it gives you all of the information that you might need in terms of their pickup, which member of staff has taken them, and the location again. So this is the most effective way of finding out whether your child is involved in a particular fixture. Underneath is also the fives events, and again you can see, whilst we do have the Mill Hill, the senior school fixtures there, the under 13As and the under 12As are also included. And again, if you wanted to find out the team sheet, you simply click on the icon and it gives you all of the information, including the fixture details as well. If we were to go back to the month view again, we can also look back at previous fixtures and find out results. So for example, on Friday, the under 11s played against Haberdashers in 4 football matches, and as you can see here, it actually has the scores of the fixtures. Again, you can have a look on here for the team sheets if you wanted to. In retrospect, have a look at whoever is playing, but it also gives you the opportunity to see the score and in time a match report. One last area that's probably worth noting is, for example, on Wednesday the 24th, we have a number of different sports and a number of different fixtures available. I know that we have some football matches, so I'm going to click on these matches against Merchant Taylors Prep, and you'll notice that here there isn't any blue icons, and the reason being is because the teams haven't been selected for those matches yet. So there's no way that we could select a team 2 weeks in advance, because obviously we need to have a look at the training and all the different opportunities that the boys have in the particular football teams. So we would ensure that these teams aren't picked until that 2 weeks in advance. This one here is just an opportunity that I had to add a couple of names to the first 11 with a view of showing you how the teams either are selected or are not available to be selected. So if we went on to hockey, again you've got the girls under 13As, and again we've added a couple of names just to show you the difference between if a team is selected and if they're not. This information, the tabs up here, allow you to also check the various different teams throughout the school. So say for example we come back to the month and you might have 2 boys in the under 11s. If that was the case, we'll go back to this particular fixture here, click on today's teams, and that will give you a list of everybody that's playing for the under 11s on that particular day. Now unfortunately we aren't able to take off the details, but the actual teams themselves and the names of the boys are also on here. If there was another fixture, perhaps you have a daughter in the school that was playing hockey at the same time, that information would also come up underneath. So you'd have the hockey teams underneath. And that way you have a complete understanding of where your children are, what their pick-up times are, so that you can coincide and ensure that you organise relevant pickups. I know it can be quite tricky at times juggling when you need to pick your children up. Back to the calendar, you'll also notice that if you did want to make any changes, have a look at next month's fixtures for example, you can put that in, and again it will come up with all of the different fixtures and information. If we looked at a sevens tournament, we've got various different activities going on at the weekends. Again, you can have a look at those, find out when the pickup is, when they need to be dropped off. You shouldn't really need any more information from the school sports website in this respect, but you can access it via some slightly quicker tabs just on the side here. For example, we wanted to look at that fixture of the under 11s football team again. We just click on the 12th and there they are. So that is an opportunity. If you just want, a particular date that you want to look at or a date in mind you want to check, you can just access it quickly there. Hopefully that answers the majority of your questions, and our next video will be explaining how to use the mobile app.